What's up guys, welcome back to Mr. Potter project. And I know volume 2 has dropped like 4 or 5 days ago, and I posted my video on my thoughts on like the first 4 seasons and volume 1 like an hour before volume 2 dropped. I was actually on vacation, so I couldn't make this video sooner, but hey, at least the finale is still not out. We still have like a day or two. Let's get into my thoughts and some theories, but that will be later. You can use the chapters to move around the video if you want to. Coming to volume 2, I feel like one thing that is true is that volume 1 was more epic than volume 2. When it comes to like volumes, I feel like the Duffer Brothers tried to give their best for the final episode of a volume, even though it's not a finale, because we could see that in season 4 as well. So they were trying to end it off with a banger because you have to wait a month for the next volume. And when it comes to Season 5, we also had a month of a gap between Volume 1 and Volume 2, and Volume 1 did end with a banger. But for Volume 2, it does have a shocking ending, but it's not as epic as Volume 1. But at least we only have to wait a week. Maybe that's why they downplayed it a little. And also, I know there has been rumors about like 2 hours of footages being cut by Netflix from Stranger Things. I'm not sure if that's true, but I do remember seeing initial runtimes for each episode were like 1 hour 45 minutes, and now all of them are around like 1 hour except for the finale. I hope we can get all those footages back, but I don't see how they will do it because it's not just like one entire episode cut off. It's footages from different parts of different episodes cut out. So I hope we somehow get it, like, you know, how the Snyder fans got their Snyder cut of Justice League. So hopefully we get something similar. Otherwise, I feel like it's still alright. It's not that bad. As people say, it's still better than season 3 or season 2 in my opinion. So getting on to some of the major stuff that happens in this volume is that we get to see more of Will using his powers, and he controls Vecna at one point and saves Holly and Max, which was really interesting for me. It looks really cool, but the thing is, if that's the case, it should be really easy for Will to defeat Vecna, right? And that's what he thought as well, but obviously that's not the case, and Vecna immediately gets control. So he broke Vecna's leg, and then you get this really creepy shot of Mr. What's It.
Get out. Get out. Get out!
What is happening?
Get out! Get out!
It looks so cool and so creepy. The Duffers are finding interesting camera angles to make Jamie look creepy, but it works. In my opinion, that was like the most badass scene of Jamie in the role. Okay, maybe there are better scenes, but like it's still a top 5, okay? So coming to like some of the stuff that happened in volume 1 that is being addressed right now would be Hopper ready to die. This is something we already see him do in season 3, but he's doing it again. Only at the end of season 4 he got reunited with 11. It was kind of sad to see him again leave 11 and try to end this all by himself.
I'm proud of who you are.
No! 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 Hopper!
I love you, Jane.
Hopper!
Hopefully he doesn't die at the end of this season and comes to realize that him living would be a better way to go through with his, you know, trauma and all that. Next would be the relationship between Max and Holly. I think at this point Max is closer with Holly than any of the other wheelers, and like I feel like Max is just carrying this season, and Sadie has been carrying the show for quite some time now. So it's not that the show is bad, it's just that she's just that goated, and Max trying to help Holly was all really interesting. And now she's like really worried about Holly because, you know, she made it out but Holly hasn't made it out. And also like the whole escape from Camazotz was really fun to watch. Like Sadie, after 2 years of, you know, like wandering around and like understanding where she is about the concept of Henry's mind and all that, then she just like gave up that there's like no way to escape. Meanwhile, like Holly's still trying to find out, and whole sequence was really fun to watch. I think Holly had the most screen time in this season than anyone else, so that is kind of interesting considering that she had like no words to speak in the first 4 seasons, and now she's like a completely different actress. But I'm happy they're finally doing something with Holly and Carly, because those were like 2 useless characters in the entire show for the past 4 seasons. Oh yeah, then we get a bit of Derek, who was stalking Holly into the woods and finds Max. Derek is one character that, you know, you hate him to the core when he just first appeared, like Erica.
He sent the monsters after you! Suck my fat one! Jesus, what?
Then when he starts doing stuff, you actually like him, and now he's just, you know, that cute guy who does everything.
Who gave you this map?
Your mom!
Even with the BTS lunch with Derek or something, break with Derek, that was really fun to watch while I'm waiting for volume 2, you know. So the actor Jake Connelly, bro, you're such a fun kid. I'm happy for you. I hope to see you in future projects. You're a really fun guy to watch. Now to see him, you know, being delightful Derek is really fun to watch, and he's a character I really like in season 5.
Who the hell are you? Derek, who the hell are you?
What are you doing here, dipshit?
I'm not dipshit Derek anymore. I'm delightful Derek.
And then to talk about the shield generator stuff, that's some of the, you know, new lore we are getting about the Upside Down. The Duffer Brothers were saying that none of the theories online have been right and everything we know about the Upside Down is wrong.
This whole time, everything we have ever assumed about the Upside Down has been dead wrong.
The thing is, for me, about Dimension X and its relation to Upside Down, that is new, but Dimension X itself is not new, because I think those who only watch the show would find it new and it's new lore for us. But like, if you have seen the Broadway, I haven't seen it, but I've seen videos on it. Now I'm like, so for those who watch the Broadway, this wouldn't be surprising, right? So that's why it's not surprising for me, because I watched it before Volume 2. If you want everyone to be surprised, like I guess most of the fans won't be surprised, because I'm pretty sure a lot of them didn't get to watch the Broadway because it's only in like London and America. So if you want everyone to be surprised with what you're going to review, then shouldn't you not even make the Broadway public before the show comes out? Because the Broadway is kind of like a prequel, so why not release it after the entire season 5 is out? Dimension X is like something they didn't talk about in the show until now, and even now they're calling it the Abyss. They're not calling it Dimension X, but people who watch the Broadway know that it's Dimension X and it already exists. I'm just like asking the Duffers and Netflix, like why would you do that? Like, if you're going to reveal it to us only now, then why would you release a Broadway show that reveals that to us earlier than you want us to know it? You get what I mean? If I'm wrong, then someone correct me, but like, that's what I'm understanding right now. Oh yeah, then Mr. Clarke, when I saw him have a cameo in this show in Volume 1, I thought that would be it, and it was a nice fun cameo, but I should have known that he would come for a larger role. And I think he has a bigger and more important role than ever right now, and it was really nice to see him. And it was also fun to see him because all this while, something that amazed me from Dustin is how every single time he needs help, he will ask Mr. Clarke but won't actually tell him what it is about, and somehow still gets the answers he needs.
Why don't we pick this
Do
up
you know
on
anything about sensory deprivation tanks? Specifically how to build one?
sensory deprivation? What is this for?
Fun.
And now Mr. Clarke finally knows what's going on, so it's really fun to see that, and I'm happy that Mr. Clarke is back.
Ain't seen nothing yet.
And then we also had that sequence with, you know, Karen Wheeler like exploding a washing machine so that the Demogorgons die and Demodogs die, and that was really interesting seeing Karen walk him down Wheeler. It's the Wheelers, bro. The Wheelers are goated, and that was a really nice scene. It was so badass. And also that scene with the Demodogs approaching Max, Lucas, Robin and Blake, that was really reminiscent of, you know, the Jurassic World movies with all those like raptors, you know. Yeah, you can really tell the inspiration, and I mean, that's what Stranger Things always does. Yeah, and then we get this breakup scene between Nancy and Jonathan. Okay, this is one scene that I'm actually gonna, you know, say it's bad. Like, you know, the vocabulary, I thought they were just, you know, proposing, but it ends up being, it was a breakup, and the writers confirmed that. Bro, like, what was that? On what world is that a breakup? Like, I thought they were using funny vocabulary because they're a couple, but it ended up being that they were using funny vocabulary like unproposal and unlove because they were breaking up.
I love you, Nancy Wheeler.
I love you, Jonathan.
And I guess now that I know that it was a breakup, I kind of understand the vocabulary, but like, when I was first watching that, bro, it doesn't make sense.
And everything in this place makes sense.
Good point, Holly, good point. But you gotta ask your sister about that. Like, what kind of vocabulary was that?
Do you accept my unproposal?
I accept your unproposal.
Okay, so then also I want to talk about Lucas and Max reuniting. So Max wakes up from her coma after 2 years, and she reveals that she didn't need Kate Bush.
It turns out the whole time I didn't even need it. I just needed you.
And that scene was really nice. I think Lucas or Max might not be everyone's favorite characters, but they are definitely everyone's most favorite couple. And actually that scene kind of made me tear up. This is the first time Stranger Things made me tear up. Even Bob's death did not make me tear up. Eddie Munson's death did not make me tear up. Both of them hit hard but didn't make me tear up, but this scene did make me tear up. Kudos to the Duffers for that, I guess. Okay, so talking about crying, then there is one scene that actually made me cry, and it was the scene where Dustin tells Steve he can't lose him too. When it comes to Steve and Dustin, this season they were really like weird because we've seen them before, like they're really close, they're close buddies, especially in season 3.
Henderson!
Henderson! He's back! He's back!
I'm back! You got the job!
You got the job!
After that, I don't see how they started being mean and toxic to each other. I felt like Steve was going a bit overboard with his words.
He charged into a swarm of killer bats.
To save my life!
He saved no one.
He saved everyone!
Bro, this is a guy who lost his other best friend in the previous season, and even if he's being like mean or toxic to you, I feel like you should be understanding. And this season they actually fight, and when they started fighting, I'm like, nah, no way. But when I realized during the fight, no matter how much Dustin hit Steve, Steve was still holding back and trying to control him, but he never laid a punch back. So I really loved that, and it was kind of like really sad to watch that. But later when Dustin tells Steve not to climb up the ladder, pulls him back and says, I can't lose you too, I can't lose you. I cried, bro.
No, don't! Stop! Being an asshole! If you go on there, you're gonna die, and I can't deal with it again. Don't let it happen again. Please. Please don't let it happen again. I'm sorry.
No.
Eddie was someone he met after Steve, but both of them are his best friends. I'm pretty sure Steve is way more close to Dustin than Eddie.
Kid worships you, dude. Like, you have no idea. It's kind of annoying, to be honest.
But like, I mean, Eddie died, so he's still gonna be mourning the loss of Eddie. So I really loved that scene, and when the ladder fell, peak writing. The Duffer Brothers, you got my respect for that one. Steve and Dustin are my favorite characters in the show. Honestly, Dustin as a character is a character that impressed me the most in the first seasons. Actually, even until now. He's really smart. He's the smartest out of the four, and he's also like the most cute and bubbly guy. He's like the heart of the four peoples. And then to talk about, you know, the scene where like Holly and Max were preparing to escape, they finally hear Kate Bush and see the portal, and then they have a podcast there talking for like 2 hours, and even when they start running, they are walking and then they slowly go into a run. Bro, like, Max, didn't you just like not escape in the previous volume because Lucas didn't have Spotify Premium? Then what are you doing right now, bro? Why are you standing there talking to Holly? But I mean, I get it. Like, they know this time it's not gonna go away because he's literally holding Max and like playing the music. But what if he drops you? Or what if the music stops playing? What are you gonna do, Max? What are you gonna do? Okay, but yeah, it was really nice to see that conversation and helping Holly find her portal and helping her escape. And then they tried to recreate the scene from season 4, episode 4, where Max is running with Kate Bush playing in the background, running up that hill. But I don't know, it didn't work for me that much. It felt like they were trying too hard to recreate the scene and milk it. I mean, it makes sense for the plot. Then we get Kali telling Eleven that they're trying to revive the program where they create these babies with powers. So that whole plot is kind of obvious. And for Kali to be telling Eleven to kill herself, I kind of expected Kali to be like, you know, a bigger part of volume 2 and like make everyone like the Lost Sister episode now. But like, I don't know, people might hate the episode even more. Like, even the bridge episode is the lowest rated episode now. It's rated lower than the Lost Sister. I mean, I know it's because people are like exaggerating and overhating it, but like, it's still kind of insane because we just had the best rated episode of Stranger Things in the final episode of volume 1, and now the final episode of volume 2 is the lowest rated in the show. That's like insane polar opposites. So that's kind of mad. And then we finally get a review that the Upside Down is a bridge, it's a wormhole. Wormholes were teased in volume 1 with Mr. Clarke teaching his class about wormholes, and we already knew that it will probably explode more in volume 2, and yeah, they did.
Einstein-Rosen bridges, more commonly known as wormholes. Just think of all the places mankind could go.
The Upside Down is a wormhole that connects Dimension X to Hawkins.
If wormholes did exist, they would be extraordinarily unstable.
The exotic matter is what stabilizes the wormhole, and that exotic matter is held together by the shield generator in the middle of the Upside Down, which is right above Hawkins' lab.
It's actually a bridge. More specifically, an interdimensional bridge that rips through space-time. And this wormhole connects Hawkins to here, the abyss.
That was a really interesting plot, and the way they explain it. And also we get this touching scene with Steve and Dustin saying "you die, I die" again from season 3, so that was really nice.
If it fails, we both go down.
You die, I die.
You die, I die.
Also, I need to talk about the transitions this season. It feels like they're using a lot of, you know, black screens, which is like the most basic classic transition. So I don't see why they're using, because one of the best parts about Stranger Things is the transitions. They find some interesting ways to do it, but now they're doing just basic black screens, like especially when they do it towards the end of episodes. I keep thinking credits are gonna roll. I kind of hate that. And then the bridge episode has Will coming out. I don't know, I feel like I thought everyone already knew, like most of the people, like Mike, Jonathan confirmed knew it, because like the whole duration of that scene, his reaction was like as if he knew it, and he's like finally happy and proud to see that his brother is like finally coming out, and like you can see the acceptance in his face. For me, it was like I thought they already know, because in the first season it was already like teased, like the bully was calling him gay, and in season 2 we have a scene where Mike tells Will,
It's not my fault you don't like girls.
and then it keeps getting explored every season. So I thought it was something everyone already knew. I don't know why everyone's acting as if they don't know. Like I'm talking about us as an audience, but it is not cringe or bad like people say. I feel like it adds to the moment. Like I know the world is gonna end and this guy is taking time to say that, but the reason for that is because it's kind of similar to the situation with Richie with Pennywise.
I know your secret, your dirty little secret.
Because you have a fear of something, when you face the villain, you're vulnerable and you're weak. So when you overcome your fear and you go face the villain, you will be stronger. I think that's what they're trying to do in this scene, and it wasn't even that bad. I feel like people are just overhating at this point. But yeah, then the episode ends with, you know, Vecna holding the hands of all 12 kids and him like making them look up with their eyes rolling up, and then you get the iconic sound of the grandfather clock. I feel like they still keep building up the plot. There hasn't been any solutions, and like the problem about season 5 is that they not only have to solve problems that they build up in season 5, but they have to solve plots that they also build up in like other seasons, because this is the grand finale. There isn't going to be in season 6 and they only have 2 hours left. So I don't see how 2 hours is going to fix everything and give us a satisfying ending to 5 seasons, 10 years of stories. Hopefully they do something great, but like I don't know, I just wish there's a slight chance of having a season 6. I know every season, even though they don't say it's the final season, the plot could have ended anytime, and the fact that we are at season 5 already annoys a lot of people. But if they really need a season 6, I don't mind going for a season 6. I want to be part of the hype. I don't think 2 hours is enough, man. So if they somehow like just tease a season 6 and they're like, season 6 is the final season, guys, I'm all ears, I'm all eyes. Please do it. Wait, maybe that's why they cut 2 hours of footage. Maybe that's part of season 6. That's worth thinking about. So now we kind of know Vecna's plan is to, you know, merge Hawkins with Dimension X. So now their current plan is to wait until Dimension X is close enough to Hawkins where they can just enter and demolish Dimension X. I feel like it's a very risky plan, because you're gonna wait until the last, only like that much time to like do everything, because the closer it is to Hawkins, the more danger you are in. But like they are going with the plan, so let's see how it goes. Some theories I do have for the finale is that Kali might be mind controlled by Vecna, and also we have been having this question with whether the main villain is Vecna or the Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer was the one who created Vecna, so you would know that if you saw the Broadway show. This was already explained clearly in season 4 when Dustin says,
Who do we know that wants to take over the world? The Mind Flayer. So if the Demogorgon was just his foot soldier, Vecna's his 5-star general.
When I was watching that scene, I was like, bro, Vecna is the villain, bro, what are you talking about? But I guess they were right and I was wrong. And I mean, obviously they're using D&D to metaphorize whatever's going on, so
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Holy shit, that was incomprehensible.
But yeah, I don't know what to even think now. Like I had theories after watching volume 1. After watching volume 2, I don't have any theories, but it's still going great. It's not as good as volume 1, yes, but it's still a really strong show and season. Honestly, I don't know if it's better than season 4, but yeah, I'm gonna wait until like the finale comes out, and I am planning to do a live stream for the finale, so keep a lookout for that. I'll catch you guys in my live stream, and peace out.
Mother of God.